Pray for new evening. I want to let y'all know something. I ain't reading from no notes. Today I'm going to speak from the notes that I took from life that I don't need to write down, but maybe I will. I'm going to pour my herbs, not my liquor, my herbs, herblix, not my liquor. Along your journey through eternity, when you're genuine with yourself, you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time. Also, along your journey, when you're genuine with yourself, you're going to recognize when you're in the wrong place at what seems like the wrong time. But since there's no coincidences, and the word lesson is in the word blessing, ain't no such thing as no wrong place at the wrong time. It's just somewhere you should never even have placed yourself anyway. So, right place at the right time. What that look like? It's real random. You don't never plan for it. You don't know why. You ain't leave out the house at the time that you thought you was gonna leave out the house. You just end up not noticing that you ain't leave out the house when you wanted to at first, when you first thought you wanted to. But when you leave out the house, and you say, you got your car, or you have on your dirt bike, motorcycle, however you get around, your 2 legs, and you look down the street, you say, nah, I'm gonna go this way today. So, instead of going your normal way, you go a different route. And along that way, I'm gonna give y'all real life examples. Along that way, you say, nah, I ain't gonna go to that Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go to the one over there. Because if you like me, you don't like going all around. You like going in a circle. So you don't gotta go back and go over here, then go over there, and over there, and I forgot to go over there. Now I gotta go all the way back that way. So if you like me, you like to do stuff in one little loop. Don't think that you can follow me just because I'm telling you partially about how I like to move. Yeah. But anyway. So one day, I was going to leave the shop at a specific time, but I ended up cooling it. Then I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh man, the grocery store, the international market about to close. Let me hurry up and go. I go, I get whatever I was getting up out of there, and then I look over when I'm walking out and I see a Dollar Tree. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go to the other Dollar Tree. But now I'm walking through the truck, I'm walking through the whip, and someone say, man, you might as well just go. You right here, you might as well just go. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go to the one by the house. So it's just, in my head, it's going. I'm gonna take less time. You hear me? I'm gonna go to the one by my jump. But I end up going to that Dollar Tree, and I'm in that jump doing whatever I need to do. You hear me? And I hear these little kid voices. I'm like, man, those voices sound familiar. Remember, we're talking about right place at the right time. Along your journey of being genuine. The reason why I say genuine is because when genuineness is not in your actions and to yourself. If you're not genuine to yourself, you're not real with yourself, you're not doing things to yourself that you don't want yourself to give you a reward for, you just being. That's genuine to me. You just being. You just letting your heart breathe. You hear me? You ain't looking for nothing. I ain't lying to myself. So I hear the voice, mommy, can we get this, please? Ooh, I'm like, man, the voices just sound a little familiar. So I walk, and I go on to see who the voices is. Do you know I bumped into my baby cousins? Nah, you ain't know that, cause now you know. You hear me? But I bumped into my little cousins. And I'm like, man, ain't no coincidences. Right place at the right time. I ain't seen them in a minute. I ain't seen their father. That's one of my favorite cousins, you hear me? And I give him a hug and all. I'm like, where y'all mother at? She over there? I'm like, man, y'all good, you know, just kick it with him for a second. But that's the example. When you bump into your loved ones you probably ain't seen in a minute, you've been thinking about them in a way, or you just right place at the right time. I'm being genuine. I ain't just living on the internet, you hear me? I ain't just on social media like, hey y'all, drink smoothies, eat fruit, and then I'm going to, this is a bowl of ground beef when it's supposed to be soaked walnuts. But, you know, I'm living genuine. So I go to Tropical Smoothie one day. And in a minute I see this older gentleman. I see this seasoned gentleman, because I don't want to call nobody old words, got power, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, maybe I think a little deep too for some of y'all. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You gotta look at yourself and see why you perceive that way. But so I'm looking now, he got his threads on, you hear me? He got a nice suit on, he looking sweet, it's colorful. Trying to look sweet, you hear me? So I'm like, man, I like your threads, man. He say, thank you, nephew. Thank you, young. No, he say, thank you, young man. I'm like, man, you're welcome, man. He said, hey, you real bubbly with a lot of energy, you hear me? Happy, smiling. And I could tell it was genuine. Because you could tell some people when they're not really happy. I mean, maybe you can't. And you shouldn't go around telling people about how gifted you are. Just be. You hear me? Don't tell everybody, oh, I can read people. I can see right through people. And I know that. Don't tell everybody. A wise person told me, somebody that learned in this realm a little bit before me, they said, man, don't be going around telling people how gifted you are and what powers you got and all that, because, you know, you're going to end up draining yourself, man. And the spirit world, your soul, they gonna hold you. Might hold you a little back because you too vocal with how covered you are, how not necessarily covered in this sense, but how powerful you are and what powers you got. So just keep a lot of things to yourself. That's not lying. You hear me? People going, the other seers gonna see, so you don't really gotta showboat it. You hear me? Don't be boastful. Ain't that what that book called the Bible say? Don't be boastful, be meek. You hear me? The meek shall inherit the earth. But anyway, so I say, man, I like the thread. Say thank you, man. Ooh, ooh. I'm like, man, yeah, man, you got a lot of energy, man. I like your energy, man. You cool. You say, hey, young man, tell me something. How old you? What you think my age is? I look, like, I ain't gonna say you over 40 or 50, I said, 'cause that was a little second ago. He started laughing. He like, man, he said I'm 75 or 68. Yeah, man, I'm like, man, you look good, man. What, man? Nah, you don't look nowhere near no 60, 68, 75. Whatever number he was. He's like, yeah, man. He said, hey, tell you something else. Matter of fact, I said, yeah, I'm plant-based. Because we were talking about the food and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I ain't about to get nothing but a smooth and probably get one of them little wraps they got, little veggie wrap. I don't eat meat no more. He like, man, you doing good, man. You don't eat meat, you gonna look, man, by the time you my age, you gonna look way better than me. He said, man, see me, I stopped eating meat back in the 80s. You know, age, I got his number in my phone too, just so I can go and holler at him and talk to him. You hear me? I'm like the 80s. He said, look, man, keep eating how you eat. You ain't doing nothing wrong. I went, when I changed how I eat, it was back then.